I think he didn't care.
No emotion.
No emotion at all. But I felt so happy.
Ciara's life also changed in one good way.
And now you work for the sheriff's department.
I do.
How is that?
I love it. I think I am in the right place. And I know my mom would be so proud of me. I know she's proud of me.
That's all for now. I'm Lester Holt. Thanks for joining us.
NBC4 News at 11 starts with breaking news.
That breaking news, the arrest of a man, an armed man, at an event hosted by presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. This happened late this afternoon at the Abell Theater in Mid-Wilshire. Kennedy posted to X, the website formerly known as Twitter, that the man was wearing 2 shoulder holsters with loaded pistols and spare ammo magazines. He says the man was carrying a fake U.S. Marshal badge and falsely identified himself as a member of Kennedy's security detail. But his actual security guards held the man until LAPD officers got there. No one was hurt. The LAPD told us tonight the man did not point a gun at anyone. He will, though, be booked on a gun charge and for impersonating a U.S. Marshal. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the current candidate's father, was assassinated in 1968 here in Los Angeles after winning the California Democratic presidential primary. Robert F. Kennedy. It's been nearly 12 hours since a man with a hammer was shot by the LAPD after a home invasion in South L.A. And investigators are still out there gathering evidence. NBC4's Darsha Phillips has been following this story. She's live right now from the scene for us. Darsha.
We are talking about several hours. Investigators still here on the scene. Now, earlier the scene stretched for several blocks. Police have now opened up some of these streets, but you still see investigators here behind me on 34th and Central. Now, this crime really happening in the shadow of the police department. If you look over this way, this is the Newton division. So it really did happen right next door. Now, officers did shoot a man who is in critical condition in the hospital, and police say the officer who fired his weapon was wearing a body camera and it was recording when those shots were fired. A home invasion robbery occurring steps from the police station in South Los Angeles.
The victim indicated that there were multiple suspects at his residence. They were armed, had tied him up and covered his face.
Officers from the Newton division got there quickly and immediately took 2 suspects into custody.
A third suspect jumped from the building armed with a hammer, and an officer-involved shooting occurred.
According to officials, 1 officer fired their weapon, striking the man believed to be involved in the robbery.
That suspect was transported to a local hospital and is currently in critical condition.
A 4th man was taken into custody with the help of a canine unit. The victim, police say, is okay. He lives alone in the apartment complex, and police have no idea why the robbers targeted him.
At this point in time, we don't have any indication that the victim and suspects had any interaction.
Now, the apartment complex's website says that it is a 100-unit building for people who are 55 years and older. It is not clear how those 4 men gained entry into that apartment complex. That is all part of the investigation. Reporting live tonight from South Los Angeles, I'm Darsha Phillips, NBC4 News.
All right, Darsha, thank you for that. Also tonight, LAPD detectives are asking for the public's help in solving the murder of a local realtor and a model who was found dead in her apartment earlier this week. NBC4's Macy Jenkins live right now in downtown LA with more details. Macy.
Hi, Colleen. Well, the young woman was found earlier this week on Tuesday. Now, police are not releasing much information, only saying they believe she was killed inside of her unit here at the Sky at Bunker Hill apartment complex. Neighbors told NBC4 when they moved into this high-rise apartment building, they expected peace and quiet. But this week,
well, there's been a lot of police traffic in and out, and in downtown Los Angeles where we're supposed to be safe.
LAPD says officers found Melissa Mooney dead inside of her apartment during a welfare check on Tuesday afternoon. The coroner's office has not released a cause of death, but police are calling it a homicide.
And it's sad to hear. Well, it makes me feel uneasy.
According to this webpage, Mooney